Does anyone remember what happened last time on D&D?
Was a
I just started the recording.
There was a bunch of fucking skeletons that near well wiped out a couple people.
Okay.
Oh yeah, it was completely it was just as scary as skeletons in Dark Souls.
Yeah.
Oh god, you brought up
Dark
some
Souls is way
PTSD
worse.
there.
Only the mo-
That was some hella
That made me quit
PTSD that I
for like
just got.
15 years
Mm-hmm.
until Elden Ring came.
That first step you take into Blight Town and you're just like, oh fuck.
The first step you take into like the real actual game, and then you just walk into 3 skeletons, and it doesn't matter how long you've played the game. If you're just ever so not as mindful, just
Took that wrong
Just-
turn and went to the graveyard instead of
They'll just kill
actually
you.
going.
The last thing we did though was return to the village, city, town, hamlet.
Did we actually do that, or did we like
No,
camp out right outside of that fucking?
I thought we
only
did.
like
hall that
no, we were only
in?
like half an hour away.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's right. Yeah,
we
yeah.
did. We
decided to
hobbled
go
our
back.
broke asses back into town. That is exactly.
Yeah,
what
and then we
happened.
got rooms. Yeah. But yeah, a lot of you guys got your asses kicked.
Yeah, you guys. The monk got very lucky and never got hit.
hey, I know this is totally not D&D related, but when is that garbage rain supposed to hit the state?
I don't know. I'm in a different place.
What in God's name are you talking about?
Yeah,
All that shit we're supposed to get tomorrow, man.
Give me a moment. I'll look. As I'm dying from choking on tea. God, fucking dying, everyone.
don't die on the record.
Man, too late. I'm already here. My last will and testament.
Yeah,
Fight over my dice.
John's death recorded.
About 7 a.m.
That's fucking garbage, bro. Yeah. Anyway.
So the point of the matter, right? Your hidden patron, your benefactor, your employer, your comrade, however you want to think of him, sent you here to Edenboke on a mission. There are tales of a witch. Local community wants to get forth wants to have permission to get a militia together to go and burn her out as the old ways demand it. Your man, your comrade Victor, wants you to investigate and see if you can spin the situation in some benefit to the kingdom, either with murder or salvation or secret option B or C. It's up to you. Got here, found this sort of idyllic little town, Edenboke, starting to get its feet back under it after the long war. You ran into a local priest of the mother who asked you for assistance. This man named Hemlock was seeking a party to go help him unearth an old mausoleum nearby. You did so, cracking open the weather-buried mausoleum, the vault, and found skeletons, Q skeletons defending the place. It seems as though it was a bunch of guardians waiting in trap. They hit hard, but went down fast, and you were able to prevail, though Hemlock took a mortal blow. Taking him back to town, you set him to rest at a tiny local tavern, the Early Bird. Now you are all with Hemlock, coughs out a last few breaths of life.
Oh, he's dying? I thought we
Yeah.
saved him.
Well, PCs get plot armor.
Yeah. PCs don't get the plot armor. All right.
No, because it shows that Jack stabilized him. I got it in my notes.
Yes.
Yes,
Stably
but he-
dying.
Yes.
But he dies
A
anyway.
few moments more, yes. He didn't die right there on the floor with his hand and arm split open.
Yes.
He died in a bed.
Yes.
He kind of breathes heavily, labored and in pain, and he begins speaking to no one really in particular. The blow was so brutal from this horrible skeleton and its kind of old rusty scimitar that split his hand and his arm down the center in a defensive wound and came down hard on his head. And you see kind of his face is starting to slough off from the deep wound he took. Stitched together with magic, but it's not something he's going to be able to recover from. He whispers to no one in particular.
Tell me if you see a
The
radio,
Radio
shack.
Shack.
The king's advisor. His name is Caius. A dark man. Something in his eyes. I don't know what was in his tomb, but if it's gone now, the world is worse for it. He looks at you all. He says, "May the mother guide you." Speaks no more.
He said Caius is
Yes.
his advisor?
The king's once advisor. Long since
Okay.
dead, allegedly.
I'll do
Oh,
a symbol of
we-
the mother and
were we able to figure out if the thing that we came there to get was gone?
Yes, it was.
Okay.
I'll do
His,
a symbol of
just
the
trying
mother
to
and a
blank
quick
on that
prayer
part.
for him.
His tomb was ransacked. There was a necromantic item used up, but still evidence.
Oh, right. Yeah.
Wasn't there? Didn't somebody get an item?
Yeah, cloak,
Cloak of Bones. It creates skeletons.
which
But
is
it
not
is
a
used
thing in
up.
here. I looked. It's not real, Garrett. You lied
You know
to
of
me.
its existence in an abject sense, not a direct sense.
Man.
Upon him passing, I'll turn to Celios and I'll speak in a kind of a lower tone and say, "Celios, do you happen to know what he could be talking about, or whatever that was that we fought inside that tomb?"
Well, I myself am not quite sure of exactly what it may be. I might have to reflect on some of my teachings of the mother to figure this out. I might be able to come up with something, but it may take me a little bit of time to ascertain any information.
Let's see. Is there?
Well,
Hmm.
I suppose on a similar note to that, what the fuck were you asshats thinking by staying in that room? If you've got a death wish, let me know. Like, I don't want to have to feel bad whenever you do die. But, like, whenever shit goes down, like, very least, back up to a defensible position. Y'all just stood there and ate it. Like, I've seen whores take things with a little more grace than y'all did.
Look, the mother's will can take on anything. I mean, seems
Listen,
to
we fucked around. We found out.
You
Nothing that a good
definite-
fight can't handle.
Wow.
Besides, I got this cloak.
Right, what the fuck is up with that cloak?
A ratty purple cloak with a bunch of patches gone from it.
Not quite sure. You know what? Give me just a moment. I'll be able to tell you. And I will sit there and I will cast Detect Magic. And then tell everyone all the deets.
Let's see. Detect magic. It does have a faint magical aura, but you can tell that it has been used up. You. Let me think. What does this all give you? Gives you see the type of magic, necromantic. Some sort of necromancy involved.
Well, not quite sure exactly what it is, but seems to have a whiff of tainted magic on it. I might be able to cleanse it of its stench.
You feel it. It's about a fourth level school of magic. Was used in its creation. Quite powerful. Something few have ever seen.
Uh, I'll take and basically I'll clasp it onto my left pauldron to where it kind of drapes over a little bit of my shoulder and more towards the back.
Okay. Looks like you picked up an old robe or an old towel from somewhere and you're holding it on your armor for some unknown reason.
I don't even know.
Ma, get the wash rag.
Wow.
What?
Ma, what the fuck is that, Ma?
Is that the cat thing?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Your fucking cat!
I was thinking more that other movie where he's going, "Ma, the meatloaf."
All right. Well, we still don't have any leads on this witch. Yeah. I mean, are y'all done, like, looking at the dead guy? We can catch some rest and get on with this.
We're just in the middle of a tavern and there's a dead guy. We need to.
Yeah, we're just
You
staring
got
at.
rooms.
We're just gonna leave him there. Or?
No, we got rooms. I got a room. I don't know about
What
y'all.
it-
Fuck y'all.
Yeah, but we're just gonna
Garrett,
leave
what
him
are the
there.
normal burial procedures for people around here? Would we know, or
Good question. This is your sister kingdom. Mostly practitioners of the mother.
Hang
What would you
on.
think, Stelios? What am I hanging on for?
I'll let you know soon. That is a dirty 20, so yes, I would know based on religion, because he's the same religion as me, what the ceremonial procedures would be.
Yeah, it's not a secret.
You fucking bury his ass.
Or at least of his stature. I know what they would be.
It's pretty vanilla. Just a remembrance of his friends and family. He's anointed in oils and sweet-smelling flowers. Prayers are given to the mother, and he's buried on consecrated ground, if possible.
yeah, that takes out what I had an idea. I suppose. Would we know where to send this man to do this, or like? I'm not really sure how they want to handle these burial procedures because I don't think he's actually from this town, is he?
Well, it
He said he was a wandering priest.
not necessarily has to be from this town, as long as there's some type of morgue that knows religious practices and standards. It should be fine
Yeah,
to bring him
I
there.
would assume that this
Barkeep!
town has
And I'll-
had people
just-
die before.
Yells over everyone while they're trying to discuss. What do you want to do with this dead body?
You have a dead body in there?
We do
It's
now.
the guy we saved from.
We do now.
We thought we
Yeah.
saved.
Hey, you want to see it?
Yeah,
Five
didn't quite
dollars.
save him, did ya?
Hey kid,
Not
you want to see a
exactly.
dead body?
He didn't do one of the 5 major D's.
We were gonna leave him there, dripping.
God damn it.
I missed it. What is it?
Just how James said, just gonna leave it there.
Dripping.
Oh, fucking hell.
The bartender comes in. He takes a look at the priest and he goes, "Oh shit, that's quite a sight. What happened?"
Well, as you
Well.
can see, he took a sword to the face.
The old man here wanted to go dungeon delving and didn't dodge.
I didn't think that strange priest had it in him. I'll go get Gemma, the practitioner of the church here. She's an old lady, Gemma.
Jimma.
Nice.
Just Yeah, leave him to me. I'll make sure he's done right. Though, you did kind of ruin the sheets.
Yeah.
If you wanted to,
Yeah,
make it right.
sure.
I think he's got some money in his pockets.
Let's,
Jesus, son.
yeah, let's find out. I'll run his pockets.
Hey, not that pocket, not that pocket.
Look,
Hey, that's the best hiding place.
I'm gonna say it right now. I mean, once you die, Mother doesn't want you to have any of your earthly possessions.
Well, I wasn't asking
Allegedly,
for permission.
allegedly, based on Garrett's statement.
Yes.
Yeah,
This wandering, like kind of nomadic priest, surprisingly, does not have any money in his pockets.
all right. Well, I'll toss the keep like a silver.
Does the priest have any of his? Does he have like an artifact or a totem or any of his religious items on him?
Yes, he has a very small wooden symbol of the mother,
I will take that.
which is a 5-spoked wheel.
I will take that off of him and hold it onto me.
Sorry, 6 spokes.
How much is like an actual room here?
I believe it was 1 silver.
It was. Yeah, I paid
yeah.
a silver for Anton and I to have a room.
Yeah, I'll toss the asshat a fucking silver. Be like, there, you can fix up your bed just super nice, man.
I guess. Still a lot of trouble.
Yeah, well, it wasn't real pleasant watching him.
How big would you say this town is?
Pretty small, kind of spread out though. They're steadily reclaiming the woods from their population. Maybe 1,000 people, less than that, 600
Okay.
or so.
I'm gonna ask if there is anyone who could possibly send me in the direction of a place where I could get some books that could tell me about where the Beastlands are and like about them, and maybe just some information about them.
Give me a what would it be? Diplomacy, I suppose.
What about lore mercantile?
More mercantile.
Yeah, I
If
mean,
you're
I have.
buying things, maybe, but
Well, yeah, I'm looking to buy books.
you gotta find them first.
What are you
Oh,
looking
okay.
to buy?
All right. What am I rolling?
What are you buying?
What are you
Diplomacy,
buying?
to speak to
Oh.
another human being.
That would be a 24.
That's pretty solid. Yeah, in a friendly way. You've kind of made friends with the kids of the town already, and people are more likely to trust you, even though you are a stranger, not having been here for long. You are appointed to a small library in
Okay.
town.
I will go in and ask for any books that I can. Wait, it's a library, not a bookstore.
Right.
Damn it! Are they gonna make me get a library card?
No,
I will. I'll go in and ask. Whoever's at the desk, say, can you show me what books you have, if you have any, on the Beastlands and the tribes that are a part of the Beastlands?
she thinks and asks you to roll. You can try mercantile, sure.
Okay. 16.
Pretty solid. No great secrets are revealed to you. The knowledge comes from either sources in the past or sources in the immediate right now. Not a lot of like history or that kind of thing. because this bestial empire before was sort of the blight of the humans and elves and dwarves and the humanoid races. It was this huge swath of land that was controlled by orcs and kobolds, uh, all sorts of beasts of many tribes that were constantly at war with each other and everyone around them. Um, Eventually, this king, an Orog, named Gon Gloria, united them all under one banner of civilization and stability. So this new kingdom, named for its king, Gon Gloria, is just starting out, getting its footing on the world stage. Most people don't trust them. They think it's just it's gonna all fall apart instantly. They don't trust long-term trade deals with beasts. They expect to be backstabbed or just to be laughed at for even thinking of such a thing. But from all outward appearances, it seems that Gon Gloria is trying its best to become a true empire. Um, they are in a. If you ever looked at the map for them, they're in a really ideal spot. They have this whole peninsula to the west or to the east, and they're right in the Gulf of Prosperity for trade. So there's a lot of potential there that could, if there was a group of young men who could influence the path of a kingdom and make friends with Gongloria, there's some potential for gold there.
Okay, good to know. Good to know.
I guess since we're kind of just doing our own things, I think Coltrane is going to walk the town and see if he hears anyone kind of mentioning of a gathering of people to talk about the witch.
The
If anybody's going after it or anything.
Um. How are you accomplishing that? You sneaking around? You talking to people?
Not really, just basically kind of walking around, tending my own business, but keeping an ear out.
I did want to stick around and wait for that, whoever that priest lady, whenever she showed up.
Sounds like a perception to me, Josh. And okay, we can do the priest after that.
21.
One second.
Okay.
Okay, my dog was losing its mind. I had to go see if there was a robber coming in to murder us all, but apparently there's nothing.
Audrey!
9,000 ticks in the nothing category, 0 in the robber so far.
There was a terrifying plastic bag rolling down the street.
Yes.
She saved your life.
Did you
Okay.
see that leaf?
Fucking ungrateful.
It was pretty solid. You hear, you see, names. What was your name, Patches? Jack?
Yeah.
You see Jack walking off, heading towards the direction of a small, quaint little building, and there's a gaggle of children around him. And they're all just kind of pushing each other and being rowdy and all that. And you hear one of them say, "Yeah, well, my brother got Dad's armor, and he's going out to the woods today." And another one says, "I don't believe that. Your dad beat the shit out of your brother if he touches armor. You're lying." Kind of this back and forth, kids trying to flex for each other.
Okay.
So I have this ability called That's Odd.
That is odd.
It lets me.
I got a bad feeling about this.
I immediately notice one thing out of the ordinary every time I enter a new location, including like a room or a corridor.
Oh, that is odd.
You determine what it is.
Okay.
It skips all obvious clues that are easily noticed without a check or specifically looking for them. And you
Okay.
learn that an area or object is suspicious, but not why it's suspicious.
Oh my gosh, man. That is a DM's red hair
Yeah, what the
paradise if there ever
yeah.
was one.
Yeah, there's going to be a lot of little odd things for you to find.
Oh, that's okay. That's okay.
Perhaps not in this
There's a
local
pair
tiny
of
library,
dusty
but
panties across
I'll
from
remember.
I'm just I
lantern.
wanted to give you that just in case because I forgot to tell you that, and
There's
I
a
have it.
chair.
I think I wait. Oh no, never mind. Wait, do I have it? Yeah, I have it automatically at level 1. Okay. Yeah. And I also know forensic medicine.
Fucking Dr. House over here.
Mhm.
Well, I'm dual classing as a bard and an investigator.
Whoa.
Oh,
You don't see anything odd in the quaint local library, but maybe the next spot.
Sounds good.
Joshy kids talking about their brother going into the woods with armor. That's pretty suspicious. As far as the dead ass priest, after a few moments, when the bartender leaves and comes back, a severe woman with a short stature but wide at the arms and hips, clearly a life of rearing children and being stern. She comes in, she gives a little start as she sees the sort of ragged corpse now of Himlock the priest. Um, she does the six-fingered symbol of the mother a couple of times, in fact, as a sort of almost self-healing. She kind of calming herself down, I should say. And eventually, another young boy comes in behind her. Looks like clearly a son. They have the sort of same short stature um, and face, stern face. And he goes to use the sheets as a wrapping cloth and pick him up to take him to the church.
Yeah. He he led us to a spot just outside of town. I don't know how many of you religious kinds of people would be interested in it, but yeah, it was filled with some fucking skeletons and shit, and it was real bad. Uh, I advise you to let people know not to go poking around in there. I don't know how many more might end up showing up, but yeah, it's real bad. Um,
Well, anyone with sense wouldn't go in there anyway, she says,
Of
very
course.
sternly, like a principal.
yeah, well, the world's full of dumb people.
The mother's truth out of your mouth.
Uh, Also, do you know anything about a witch in this area?
I certainly do, young man. Is that your next adventure?
Ta-da.
You could say that. Uh, we're kind of trying to figure out whether or not it's really a witch.
Of course it's a witch. You think people just go and accuse others of being witches?
Yes, all the time, actually. But, we have to find out whether or not it's true and then deal with it appropriately, should she actually be a witch.
Oh, no. Most likely she is a witch. The mother has deemed it.
Well, if you actually want to do some good, go root her out. She has a small cabin in the woods nearby.
Uh,
You got a specific
Uh,
direction?
we can vaguely tell you where rumors are. It's near this thistle bush, by this stream, etc., etc.
I'll walk up to her and do the symbol of the mother and say, Madam, thank
Madam.
you for your hospitality. What is your name?
She says, of course, of course. Happy to help. All that. My name is Gemma.
Oh,
Gemma.
Miss Gemma. Thank you. Thank you. It's very nice to see more of the mother's children outside of the capital itself. We
More like the
are
mother's grandma at this point, young man. But
oh,
I appreciate your kind words.
we are all her children, regardless of the age. Now, Miss Gemma, if you could please, do you have any other information that you would possibly be able to tell us about this witch, or if you know of anyone else who would or have seen this cabin, be able to give us a guidance?
I don't know about that. Maybe for a diplomacy check.
Diplomacy check. 16 total.
'Cause I don't know much. I keep my nose clean of things like that. It's heresy, you see. But I did hear a rumor he
Oh.
was a diviner, a card turner.
Hmm. A card turner. One of those tarot readers, huh?
Says she can read the fates in the cards and the bones.
No, there is no other fates than what the mother has given us.
You couldn't have said it better. Or I couldn't have said it better myself. She says, and she's kind of like patting you on the shoulder and
Super
nodding.
confirmation bias, lady.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He gives the son a look that only a mother can give. Like, see, he's being a good man. You could be like him.
Interesting.
Now, Miss Gemma, if you could, please. Where is this tarot reader so we can bring to light her false teachings of this card trick?
She can only give you the same kind of vague direction. She's not totally sure, but she's heard rumors of where it is in the woods.
Oh, right.
Sounds like we have a little walk on our
Lead.
hands.
Yeah.
Go round up the rest of these asshats.
We go generally in the direction she points into the woods.
Why not wait until the morning?
We also need to go find our friends. They went on a walkabout.
Oh yeah, I guess the priest just died and we haven't really rested.
Yeah.
We do the rest thing.
Some of you got your asses kicked, remember?
Yeah,
Nope.
in real time, it takes a little longer. You walk to the library, you got to peer through the books. It takes a couple of hours. You have wounds to tend to, a lot of rusty scimitars going through your skin. You don't know, how that's going to turn out soon. But I don't know if people know what tetanus is yet.
Nope, but I'm trained in medicine. And I
We'll
can
figure it
tell
out
y'all
soon.
look rough.
So you spend the day resting, learning, getting leads, resting in the same room you paid for. If anyone is squeamish about death or ghosts.
I will spend while they're it obviously takes Patches a while for his reading and stuff. I'm gonna spend the better part of the rest of this day just sort of hanging outside, kind of doing little sleight of hand tricks with a copper or something, showing kids and trying to teach them sleight of hand.
Like Jack has some competition.
Yeah, but I got a little different purpose to mine.
Oh no.
I like contributing to the delinquency.
Go get your parents' credit cards, quick. It's the only way.
It's the only way.
So you start off like this. You can just make this little coin disappear. The next level is making coins disappear from other people's belongings.
While increasing the size of yours.
And then he
Like,
makes
wow,
it reappear
we're
in the dead
impressionable.
priest.
We're children. We're children. We're children.
And I look like one of you.
I forget that.
I'm actually gonna, before we call it the night, I'm gonna go out into the town and gather some provisions.
Okay. Like what kind of provisions?
A bedroll for one. Possibly a water skin. If it's in
Oh
here.
shit.
Bedrolls
Yeah.
of silver, water skin, somewhere.
Bedroll is actually 2 copper.
Oh, is it?
Yeah, I'm looking at the
The gear.
items now.
Oh.
Well, hi, damn.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, if you haven't actually bought one yet, go look at your actual class's gear thing. I forget what
Yeah.
it's called.
It's called a kit.
Yeah,
A kit?
yeah, it's a whatever your class name is kit, and you end up getting a bedroll and water skin. I think I ended up with like flint and steel and a bunch of other
Yeah, the
little
kit is
knickknacks.
47 silver pieces, so 4 gold that I don't have.
Well, it
Oh,
comes with a lot. I can give you some
yeah.
money. You need some money?
No, I'm
What do you?
I'm gathering
Where'd you
just
get
like
money?
he didn't spend all of his. I did.
No, I did
Oh,
not spend all of mine. I
Yeah,
try to
I
try to
spent
be
all of
frugal.
mine.
For whatever reason, I still have 5 gold, so I'm good. I think I just bought armor and a sword.
a surprise doll? Is that a
With-
sex thing or like a Pokeball?
It's whatever you want it to be.
Whatever you
baby.
want it to be, baby.
It's multi-use, Garrett.
The surprise is what's underneath the clothes.
Yeah, you could find this town. It's in the woods. It's kind of a little backwater. It has just about all the adventuring gear you can reasonably expect.
Does anybody need what is? I thought you guys already bought gear when we started.
I bought
I
my
did, and I'm
weapons and
broke.
armor.
Yeah, Lee, that was 3 gold. I'm all right. I'm pretty broke now.
What do you get?
Let's see what I have.
Yeah, bedroll, flint and steel, rope, and torch,
I have
and a grappling hook.
So you're not in a difficult place for travel now. You may be someday.
Yeah, yeah.
So yeah, unless anything else happens, I'm just gonna spend the day trying to teach some kids some simple sleight of hand. Just make coins sort of disappear and reappear, stuff like that.
The kids in town get a little more punk rock.
Fuck yeah.
Soon they'll be skateboarding. It's been the day on task. You awake? Leaving out at the heart of the village. You have to pass through to get to the other side of the woods. At the heart of the village, there's this towering oak tree. It's huge. Its branches are stretching kind of protectively over the open marketplace that's setting up here in the early morning. Here, merchants and craftsmen display their wares on simple wooden stalls, their voices carrying far in the crisp autumn breeze as they barter and haggle. The scent of warm bread and hearty stews waft from taverns and houses nearby. There's a plaque made of stone, etched with thick lettering, that stands in a small, regal area near the tree, and it gives a long list of names of those who died in the war. The local forest is large and wild, but mostly free from anything of danger, like bear or bandit. And this is the location where the witch was last.
Upon inspection, do I see any kind of effigies or anything like that?
Give me a survival.
Okay, okay. Ooh, 24.
Oh damn.
With the accumulated rumors and directions you guys have all gotten and put together, it's actually pretty easy to find her cottage. It was never really hidden, you just weren't from the area. As you approach, you see it cloaked by twisted vines and gnarled branches. This dwelling stands as a sort of testament to the untamed magic that is nature. A time-worn wood of the cottage seems to have grown organically from the earth, as though it had always been there. The trees themselves nearby have woven their roots and limbs to form this bed of gnarled roots with flowers and moss and lichen clinging to the rough surfaces. Um, there's a well-trodden path going up, carpeted with a thick layer of fallen leaves and wild flowers, and it leads to a wooden door adorned with an array of animal pelts, totems, symbols etched into the wood, and hanging bones, wind catchers, and just this whole array of things. Um, this place has a sort of beauty, a natural beauty to it, but you do feel it emanate this palpable aura of the arcane.
Uh, with
Nothing evil per se.
Hard to say. It's relative.
about how
Is
far away is this from us?
Eyesight level is like 90 feet maybe
90 feet. All right.
through the trees.
Interesting.
Just in case, see if there's anything within range of us. I'll cast detect magic. See if there's any type of traps or anything like that.
Hmm.
If there is any presence of magic.
From the cottage itself, yes, and it
Uh,
is fairly potent.
on the approach to this place, I would like to kind of keep an eye out for mundane traps, just in case. Like, I gotta imagine she's had some young and dumb assholes come up here and try to fuck with her. Like, there's a good possibility that she set this place up to deter people from coming and bothering her.
Give me a perception check.
Well,
All right.
at this time, there seems to be nothing magical around except for
Shit.
that cabin itself.
That's an 11.
You don't see anything.
All clear.
I'll kind of turn to the group and all right. So this is where we need to figure out what we're going to do here. Celios, I kind of know that you have a hard on for wanting to kill this particular individual.
Oh yes, no. The mother deems that witches are
Well,
dead.
just be careful also. Like, I've seen a lot of people do a lot of things that seem sketchy whenever it's at first glance, but once you understand a trick, sometimes, making something disappear and reappear somewhere else is, well, it's kind of easy once you know how to do it.
as he's like taking a coin and just sort of making it vanish.
True. That's what I would like to bring up. I know your patron has deemed her something unacceptable for your faith. However, has she done anything to perceive that she's had crimes against humanity herself? Like,
The only thing
I
that we
walked
know,
around town.
No, the only thing that we know is that she is a supposed witch, and the way that things work is, she's guilty until she can pass the trial. I will not kill her on sight. I will be
How
I
does
will
a
be
trial work? And we
civilized
gotta.
enough to make sure that she does see a fair trial. But it should be known, as a follower of the
And
mother, and as this uh, is so decreed, I'm given the right that if at some point the magic does not feel as if it was intended for positive intentions, I may kill her.
I
Coltrane
mean, yeah.
notices that you definitely took a big step forward and saying that you were not going to kill her on sight, and he nods and understands, and basically he's like, I totally understand where you're coming from. That is exactly what I would want you to do, and what I would do in the same situation.
Yeah,
If you
absolutely.
feel that one of us or yourself's in danger, that's when you protect yourself.
Yeah, exactly. If she does anything aggressive, absolutely, we slit her throat and let her bleed out on the floor. But
No, that's what the mother says. That's the will. That's the word right here. My tome says right there, says it all. If magic is not used for the betterment of mankind and is used for these nefarious deeds or whatever fortune telling garble that they want to do, then
Well, couldn't.
My order says take care of him.
What?
I just 86 the head from the body.
Well, yeah, but couldn't fortune telling better mankind?
No. No, it does not. Fortune telling does not better mankind because fortune telling is of some unknown aberration. It is some unknown thing. And there's no way to ascertain its goodness. So, therefore, because it cannot be seen as something good,
So
the
if
opposite
you
of
can't
that
tell
is
if it's
nefarious.
good or bad, it's automatically bad.
Uh, yes.
I like it.
Hey, don't ask me too many questions, bro.
Do you use magic?
No.
He
Okay,
doesn't know
then.
what you're talking about.
I will keep you in
No,
mind,
as he
though.
slowly stuffs his
Yeah.
arcane
Yeah.
pouch deeper into his cloak.
No.
I
Why?
will keep you in line, though. I will.
It's not mine. I'm holding it for a friend.
I'm just saying, there is a lot of gray areas in this world, and if you stick your nose in them, you might end up with a slit throat.
Nope.
Listen, I'm
No
not
gray
sticking my
areas.
nose in anybody's area.
This this text right here, black and white, straightforward. This is my rules, my guides, my livelihood. This is what I follow. This tome right here
Regardless,
puts hair on your
let's-
chest.
I got plenty of hair all over the place, and I didn't read no tomes.
Then you're probably just a freak of nature.
Well, yeah. I mean, have you seen my feet?
Yes, I have. We stayed in the same room last night.
I don't want to wear shoes.
Them dogs are barking.
Right. You gotta toughen them up by walking over all kinds of crazy shit. You know, broken glass, fucking rocks, gravel, salt, everything.
Legos.
Speaking of
Yes.
which, did we happen to find out what this particular witch's forte of magic is?
To my knowledge and recollection, no. No, we did not find such a thing because apparently everyone only had hearsay.
That's right.
But we
We're
do know
dealing with a.
from.
Go ahead.
I was going to say that we do know from Victor that we've been tasked to take care of a witch, and this is that witch. But we also do know that apparently here in Thornwood, their council is hunting the same witch. So, a little bit
So
more
we
than a
might be in a
coincidence,
race.
I'd say.
Yeah.
Let's go ahead and start a conversation then, and I'll start walking up towards the house.
As you crest the tree line, you do notice something strange. There's a group of 4 young men, each wearing old battle armor, standing in a huddled group, talking in hushed tones. They see you as you cross the wood line and stop. Staring at you, you stare at them.
At this point, I am going to use my new skill that I got called Intimidating Glare.
I saw that fucking skill and I thought about taking it.
You can
That's awesome.
demoralize with a mere glare. When you do, demoralize loses the auditory trait and gains the visual trait, and you do not take a penalty for the creature that doesn't understand the language. So basically, I am going to intimidate these young children or these young men to get the fuck away.
Just glare them down.
Apparently, I also got the feat too.
Yeah, I did too.
Let's see.
We just all do it
I
at the
gotta-
same time and Voltron these motherfuckers.
That sounds like an action that will start a fight.
Them's fighting words. Well, hopefully it's an action that'll make them run away.
Whenever I see them, would I have a chance to try to sort of mix
You know,
myself into the group and disappear?
You guys kind of saw each other at the same time. You will on your turn because there's lots of trees.
Yeah.
Like I would do the glare, but then at the same time, I would also say, "Young men, why are you sneaking?"
I don't think you could have your cake and eat it too.
Yeah, you're
It's like
just
a
staring them down,
they get
trying
a
to make
they
them
get a
piss
neg.
themselves. Yeah, yeah.
They get a neg to their check, so like just like talking to you isn't gonna be like a check. You know what I mean? Like you can demoralize them and then ask them what they're doing here. Yeah, it's more of a combat situation kind of thing, I think. But do you want to speak to them, or do you want to get real with them?
Let me make sure what demoralize is.
I would probably say speak, because if we and them got to fight 7 fucking things at one time, we are not surviving.
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, demoralize basically frightens them. So I mean, it's up to them if they want to attack.
You can be scared and have a panic reaction to swing your dad's sword at some
At
strangers.
that point, I'll see them running at me because I mean, we're not like, are we face to face at this point? Like, how far away from each other are we?
It's like 80 feet.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
We got room to play.
So, do you want me to roll, or do you?
Do you want to roll?
No, actually, no. I will. I will say. I will mention before I glare at them.
So with that demoralizing, you give them the frightened condition. The frightened condition includes a value. You can give them frightened 1, and they'll take that negative to all their checks and DCs.
Okay.
But if you want to speak,
All
to
right.
them, feel free.
Yeah. I'll just.
Either
I'll just speak to him for the meantime. Be
Okay.
like, why are you hiding?
We're not hiding. We're about to enact holy justice. Free to join us if you wish.
Holy justice on whom?
Upon what authority?
The mothers.
You could have seen that one coming.
A mile away.
I didn't even have to say it.
Well, at that point, I'm gonna be like, "Oh, really?" And I'll turn to Celios and say, "Well, it seems I actually have the main man here that's supposed to be handling this job." And I'll kind of motion for Celios to walk up next to me. Celios, did you happen to send these poor fools to their doom?
I'll walk up and kind of, bolster myself with my shield in front of me, and have it positioned to where it's showing the actual tome on the side, and I will look over to Coltrane and, why, I don't recall ever sending out anyone. I have been by myself this entire time fighting for the Mother's Breed, and I am here to take down a certain practitioner.
That's what I
Well-
thought.
We don't know who you are. You're not part of this town. It seems like we're allies in this. Why are you even giving us trouble?
Because what I'm saying is, young fool, leave this to people who know what they're doing. We would rather not have to carry back people that are hurt.
Hey guys, how much do we want to bet that old man that was shouting about his armor being missing had something to do with one of these kids?
Yeah.
I want to see if I can bluff this out.
What if his dad's dead? All right, we're here now.
They say, we won't be seen as a coward in the eyes of the mother. You strangers to our town are just trying to take the glory. We don't care what you say. We don't even know you.
Whatever, guys. It's their funeral.
Well, at
Yeah.
that point, are we still like walking towards these individuals?
I assumed you stopped and yelled, but you guys stopped maybe like 30 feet away from each other in a sort of a dangerously close level of talking, shouting at each other.
We got all, hey, what's your name? Ezekiel.
Is there
Uh,
any kind of reactions from that hut?
No, there's
I'll,
not.
I'll walk a little bit
Okay.
closer to him so as to not yell and say, if you're really here on behalf of the mother, show me your religious symbols.
They do each have little necklaces, or one has a bracelet. They seem to be rather devout
That's
followers.
that's not a religious symbol. This is a religious symbol.
That's not a knife.
I will unclasp the book from my side and pull it out of its lattice holster and hold it up to him and say, if you really wanted to follow the mother, you would walk around with the text as you should. This should be your lifeline and your guide, and yet you walk around with just the symbols like you ordain a church session.
We all have the good book in our nightstands. We don't need it when we're about to go into combat.
You need it with you at all times. If you don't have it with you, then your faith in the mother is not as strong as you say it is.
And let us be done with this. We'll go home and write it then, he says sarcastically, and he nudges one of his compatriots to the right, who's wearing this sort of oversized helmet that barely he leans forward so you can see his eyes, but he pulls out an arrow and has a longbow on his back. It's clearly used for hunting, not hunting humans. But he has a matchstick, and he wraps this cloth around the arrow. And the other young boys are nodding. He wraps the cloth, and he's getting it ready. And he has this tiny little a jar of oil, and he pours a little on there. He's not really listening to you. Is the point?
Let him fucking die.
As we continue to walk, I'm just gonna walk by them, and I'm just gonna make a sly fucking comment at them. What would your father think if he found that you took his armor? Be a shame if somebody were to go back and mention that to him.
You see one of the young boys kind of like pop up his head, and he looks directly at you, like you just slapped him in the back or something. He looks nervously to his friends, but they don't seem to notice his distress.
That's right. I thought I heard an old man shouting about someone took his armor earlier.
And he says,
Yeah, he wasn't very happy from the sound of that voice of his.
"Oh, shit! Right, Scruton. Now this is all your fault." And he points to one of the young men in the middle, tall with this kind of peach fuzz beard. He says, "It doesn't matter. Once they hear what we've done, he'll forgive you. I promise." The boy with the arrow, has finished tying his little flaming arrow set up. He pulls it tight, and he gets the matchstick and he strikes it on his pauldron, and lights up, and he lights the arrow. He goes to fetch it in his bow. He goes to point it at the cabin, and he's kind of got this shaky hand. Not very. It's hard to pull back for the young man.
You look nervous. Are you gonna do it right?
What's the problem, bro? You scared?
Hey, have you ever heard what witches do whenever they get attacked?
He doesn't shoot, but he does look at you when you say that.
Yeah, there's like this crazy magic that like literally can change your sex. So
Yeah,
like,
it fucking dissolves your scrot, bro.
And
It-
just have Jack walk up.
What am I gonna do?
What is he supposed to do? Yeah.
You don't look like a normal human.
Yeah, he just walks
Oh.
up and is like right amongst them. It's like, what's going on here, boys?
Buffalo Bill.
Patrick walks up. Yes, he changed me forever.
Oh my god.
Did you fuck me? I'd fuck you.
The kid in the helmet, you see his arms shaking, and he's really affecting him, and he lets it loose with a wrench of his shoulder, and he looks at you, and he's like, "Is that real? Are you telling the truth?" The young
Yeah,
man that seems to be the de facto leader says, "You idiot!" He gives him a hard shove and grabs the arrow, its cloth still flaming on it. And he goes and he starts walking towards the cabin. He says, "I'll do it myself."
Can I stand in front of him and say,
Sure.
"Trust me, boy, you are making a grave error"?
I would like to. What is it called? Hang on. I'd like to use intimidating glare on him.
You
Like to
roll
look at him.
against his will.
Okay. What do I need to roll? Just a flat 20 or will?
What? I just was looking at it.
It goes off your. I think you roll with your intimidation with it.
Intimidate check. Yes.
Okay.
It takes up your move. It takes up one of your.
17.
Pretty good. So order of events. Josh, step in front of him, and you see the inability of young men to think about what's going to happen next in the future. And he takes the arrow, stabs it in your gut.
Okay.
Okay.
In a fit of anger and
Is that
frustration.
all?
How much damage?
I'm getting that now. 6 damage.
Wow.
There's
Is
a
this
flaming
lethal?
element to it.
Lethal damage.
Yeah, I mean, he's using it as a little short sword.
My
flame on the end.
God.
You see him
Kid serious.
getting very frustrated. You see that rebellious, youthful look in his eyes. He stabs it into your gut, and as soon as he does it, you almost see him sort of regret what he just did. And then Jack swallows up the air from behind you. How does Jack look intimidating? You know,
He's
like,
a fucking freak with a mask, so
yeah.
Oh, hang on. He's not a freak with a mask.
he's a freak on a leash.
He's kind of a. So he's this guy who looks kind of like almost like a court jester, so to speak, and like this kind of like
With a skull mask.
with a skull mask. Yeah.
Okay.
So a
How do you-
freak with a
okay,
mask.
okay. I asked the wrong
you
question.
can't-
My
you
real
can't
question should
see-
be, how do you charm children?
Well, we're gonna
With
get to that.
the threats of Krampus.
So,
Should have one of those
The only-
masks that when you flip it right side up, it makes one scary face, but you flip it the other way, it makes a cool face. You know?
yeah.
Yeah.
So the mask itself kind of is it is both intimidating and like good-hearted looking to some. Kind of like how like characters can look like they're happy characters, but also scare the shit out of people, like clowns and shit. So the only part of his face that people can see is his eyes, and so I imagine that like whenever he looks at people, like there's this like death stare that comes out of it, and it's enough to scare the shit out of people. But he also has the capacity to look happy and jolly, and not like he's gonna murder you.
Very happy mask salesman.
Yeah.
You stare daggers at him. All the mirth and sort of jovial nature that you normally have gone, wiped away at this slight against your comrade, and he steps back from you both, leaves the arrow in your gut. Josh, it looks like he just made a huge mistake, but it's really too late to not double down for him now. He says, "Boys." They pull their swords.
I am going to. Are we already in rolling initiative mode?
Yeah.
Okay.
All right, roll initiative.
Don't tell me what to do.
Ooh, jeez. Okay.
God damn it. 7. Shit, I'm in the wrong page.
I am
Let me
going to
get these real
use.
die.
I am going to use my perception to see that these boys are trying to attack out of their own fear,
Yes.
and that would be a 25.
Damn.
I'm gonna use
I
my
rolled a
religion
20.
for a 23.
gonna use my athletics for a 17.
You don't even have to explain that one.
I don't really have to explain that one.
Can I use my stealth to slip
Alright, hold on,
in
yeah.
between all of these assholes?
Never mind.
Because they, you know,
Give
Yeah,
your
nobody
yeah.
shit the biggest plus you can.
nobody thinks that I'm
Not a 20, it's a 25. I'm sorry.
threatening until it's threatening.
Oh yeah, I'll
That
I mean,
is
you want
a
AC?
that's a 27.
Jesus.
I forgot you roll it with one of
He's-
your abilities.
Yeah, I'm glad y'all started
Yeah, I
on
always-
that, or I would have forgotten.
Yeah, I always forget about that.
What was yours, Anarion?
It's in roll 20.
Oh, yes, it is. $17, the lowest. Wow. Anton, and what is it, Coltron? You guys tied, I think.
Yeah,
Uh,
looks like it.
Celios, what do you get?
23.
No, wait.
No,
No,
two people got 25. Who got 25?
Anton got 27.
I got 25.
27.
Me and Patrick got 25.
Oh, okay, okay.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah, I got a 27.
Anton, you were very deft on your feet.
Yeah, so
You see trouble from a mile away.
so yeah, with this little shit, I'm just going to faster than you really understand what the fuck is actually happening. I'm going to whip my dagger out and just plant it in the small of his back.
Which one?
The guy who stabbed Coltrane.
Oh, sure.
Woo woo.
Woo, woo. These poor boys don't realize what's about to happen to them. They've activated my trap card.
I'm about to give them Exodia.
That's a 26 to hit.
Hits.
Oh shit. And I'm assuming I get my sneak attack on this. Since
Did you roll
I am,
stealth? You rolled initiative, but did you roll stealth?
I can definitely roll stealth. But I figured
He was going for
because-
stealth to boost his initiative, so I thought it went hand in hand.
Definitely not.
Well, it's also that like I'm also standing directly opposite of Coltrane on him.
Oh, yeah.
And he's 2 foot nothing.
Flanking rules.
Oh god, they have a goblin in their party.
Do they have a goblin in their party?
No.
I haven't zoomed out.
No.
Oh, no.
Just talking about you, just all of a sudden, randomly, a knife
Oh,
in
yeah,
one
yeah.
of their guys' back.
Yeah.
If you're not gonna save your life, then I guess I can kill you anyway.
I mean, would you like a
Yes.
stealth check or just
Nope.
go?
When you're flanking, he is flat-footed. To
Awesome.
you, not the person in front, though.
Okay. All right. That makes
Things easier.
yeah. So that's 10 damage on that hit.
Oh, quite a backstab. Gotcha.
And he'll just hear, "You shouldn't step in shit that you're not understanding, bro." And then I'll stab him again.
He goes, ah!
I'm trying to save you, and he's just stabbing him.
Let me save you.
Oh, well, that was balls. That was a 9 total.
No.
No. And I Yeah, fuck it. I'll.
Alright, I think your dog needs to go out. She's right here. I think she needs to go out. Hang on, dog's being fucking nuts. Oh, she's spinning and barking at me, so she probably wants to go out. Yeah, I'll try to attack one more time, I guess.
Hmm.
And that's
Wait, how many
11.
attacks do you get?
3.
You get 3 attacks?
3 actions.
Well, you had to move too.
Yeah.
Oh shit, I did move. Sorry. No, I don't attack again. I forgot. My bad.
Coltrane.
The one that stabbed me is right in front of me, right?
Yes.
Okay. I'll kind of pull the arrow out so that I don't and pat out the fire. So that would be an action, correct?
No, it's not like napalm or anything. It put itself out in your gut. It wasn't anything
Okay.
fancy.
Okay. All right. I didn't know if it was like basically caught my cloth on fire. Okay. Well, then at that point, I'll kind of kneel down to his level and
Oh.
son, I was once like you, and don't take this personally. And I'm going to just wail on him in his face, but I'm doing it to where it's not lethal. This is basically I'm trying to just knock this kid out.
No, bullshit. Coltrane shouts out 64 palm trigram.
I was once a youth.
Jesus.
Oh Jesus, that's a 24.
That hits.
Okay. And so yeah. Let me make sure with stunning strike or stunning fist how that works. Creature. Okay, we'll do flurry of blows. So this will be the second attack. 18.
18 does not hit.
Okay. So stunning strike. You can. So basically, if one of the strikes hit and deals damage, the target must succeed a Fortitude save against my class DC or be stunned 1 or 3 rounds on a crit failure. So my class DC, where is that at?
Underneath your hero points.
So he needs to make a class DC
He
of
got a
17.
16. No.
Okay, so he's stunned.
Mhm.
The damage from that is going to be 9.
Ooh.
It's non-lethal, of course.
Right. Straight Mike Tyson. You rock him. You see his head roll to the side, and his eyes go swimming, and his knees are starting to buckle as this commanding punch. You hear the wet thunk as you totally slide your shoulder into the punch and catch him front right. He is wobbling. Somebody needs to ring the bell.
I didn't hear no bell.
And he'll know Bill.
At that point, I think I've got one more action left.
Oh.
Coltrane, actually, I still have 2 because that Fury of Blows is just 1. Coltrane is going to kind of stand back up after he just waylays the shit out of him and look to each of his friends and say, last chance before each of you just get what he got. You might want to carry your friend back before you are all seriously hurt.
They all look pretty shocked.
And I'm going to use my last action just to hold an action just in case one of them tries to charge me.
Okay. Put up your fists, ready. Jack.
How is Coltrane looking?
It's a gut wound, but nothing. He's still standing pretty tall.
Okay.
It's just a flesh
This is
wound.
but a flesh wound.
Yeah.
Fuck.
Got him.
Mm-hmm.
Son of a bitch stole my line.
I am going to. How's everybody else looking?
Fine.
No,
No, I
he's
meant
not been
I'm-
touched yet.
I can show you on a doll where this fucking skeletons touch me.
No, man. I'm talking about the other people who were fighting.
Oh well, that one probably looks real bad.
Yeah, right now I'm the only one they've done damage to.
Mhm.
Okay, I am going to cast. Oh, wait a minute. Hang on. I'm going to cast Haunting Him on the guy who shot or stabbed, whatever. Josh.
Mhm.
You echo a jarring hymn that only creatures in the area can hear. The hymn deals sonic damage equal to your spellcasting ability with a basic fortitude save. If they critically fail, they're also deaf for a minute.
He got 14.
Okay. I got 13.
Close.
Close. Let me see. I think that's. I get 3 actions per turn, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Did that spell?
Huh?
Did that
Cost two.
spell consume 2 or 1?
It's 2.
All right. One more.
I'm gonna see. Do I have anything that I can do there? That's a 1. I don't think I can do anything else.
Move
Oh.
closer.
I can cast Concordant Choir. I will cast Concordant Choir. You unleash a dangerous consonance of reverberating sound. Does 1d4 damage with a basic fortitude save.
How about that?
Sounds like it's just a bunch of shitty onomatopoeias with nothing but consonants.
Pretty much, yeah.
You start spitting.
Fucking spit. Bro.
And he takes 3 damage.
Ooh, that's really not bad at all for one action. He is still up, but he is. I mean, I was just watching Tyson fights. You know, like that left hook, and then they start. It's like their legs are spaghetti. They're trying to stand up, but they're just on a different planet. That's how he's feeling.
And those Tyson fights, man, sweet Jesus. That's some next level shit right there.
Delios.
I am going to walk up next to Coltrane. So he is adjacent to me.
Yes.
I'm going to raise my shield. And I'm going to use Devoted Guardian.
Cool.
As long as my last action was to raise a shield, I adopt a wide stance, ready to defend both myself and my chosen ward. Select one adjacent creature. As long as your shield is raised and the creature remains adjacent to you, that creature gains a +1 circumstance to their AC or +2 circumstance bonus if it's a tower shield, which it is not. So he has a +1 to his AC now.
Get behind me. That's very good because you, Coltrane, did the most flourishing, sort of attention-seeking attack. Any young youths defending their friends are going to react to this pretty strongly, and they're all going to try to jump back at you. Like, get off him! He's my friend! They're all going to attack, so you get your action, then you have a +1 to AC, but they're going to all attack, and they're pretty close. So they get a lot. They're going to use their actions. So who do you want to punch? Coltrane. There. I'll roll up theirs in the meantime. So, +1 AC.
I like how somewhere in Garrett's search history is 60 kids in armor.
Josh, you're muted.
Ooh, they still did pretty
That
good.
would be why I was sitting here.
Oh, okay, okay.
Yeah, I'm here. So I am going to do Stunning Strike again. I mean, not Stunning Strike, but Flurry of Blows again. It'll be whichever one is the first one that came close enough to me.
Okay. Helmet Boy, we'll call it that. Just for
Yeah.
fun.
Okay. All right. So first attack. Where do we see the negatives? Because this will be my second or third punch, actually.
If you mouse over the +2 attack.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, it'll show the breakdown.
So that'll be a 19.
That hits.
Damn.
Right.
That
Second
was a
one
nice fucking roll.
is I think it's 18.
18 does
Yeah.
not hit.
Okay. So 19 hits with that one. It's going to be doing the stunning strike as well, since both of them hit him. So 17 DC, Fortitude DC.
He is kind of 40. He matched you. Who wins ties?
I
Target
don't
or
know, actually.
Is it the attacker?
Let's see.
I think in most
Okay.
cases it's the attacker wins.
you were learning together.
Yeah, and it doesn't say here, it just says Fortitude save against your class DC.
I think if you meet it or exceed it, you pass.
Yeah, you pass.
I think. I'm
Okay.
pretty sure.
It should work the same way as AC, as you meet or exceed, you pass.
So you ring Helmet Guy's bell, but he doesn't get too dazed. The sort of leader, the kid with the strongest voice, is very dazed, though. In their assault, you see him just barely getting his legs back from under him, and he's holding his jaw, and it's already starting to swell, but he's just starting to get up, but he is stunned for this round. The other guys attack you and do...
Helmet guy takes 9 damage.
Mm-hmm. Got it. Despite your AC, they do pretty well. They are all attacking. They all don't have to move, and they got a lot of attacks. 38 total
Holy 38 damage or 38?
damage.
Which
Oh,
one hit him
what?
first?
Let's say Helmet Boy, since he jumped. Yeah, Helmet Boy.
All right. So because of that, I'm going to use Retributive Strike, and Josh will take 4 less damage because it's 2 plus my level.
Okay.
So
And I will also get to make an attack against him because he's within melee range.
That's a lot of fucking damage, bro. These kids are gonna kill him.
I mean, I'm
Yeah.
I'm down.
Oh, I'm down.
So
Not in the good way.
how do you want to do this attack, Garrett? Because it's a natural 20 plus 8.
Jesus. I'm pretty sure you can't. Can you crit with
I make a melee strike against it.
We'll learn. We'll learn these rules.
Can you crit on reaction attacks?
Yeah. Doesn't say anything that says you can't. Just a strike. Roll that beautiful bean footage.
Beautiful
as
bean
Patrick-
footage.
Yeah, yes, you guys say. It's double damage. I don't have a table or anything.
All right.
Well,
Cast.
actually, okay, we're in Pathfinder, remember? You have to confirm your crit, and then you have a chance to do more damage if you roll really well.
Okay.
Or you,
So
or you can just straight
Get
throw
that
your
triple
fucking-
nat 20, son.
how do you
Yeah.
want me to confirm my crit? I don't remember how we did it last time.
Throw another
roll-
D20.
Yeah, another
You
attack.
roll the same attack again, and you just add up your bonuses that you would normally get.
I'm sorry. What?
You re-roll that same attack to see if that same attack would have hit.
Yeah.
Just roll again.
Yeah, that's a 22.
Confirm. So double.
Wait, you get another 20 or it's 22?
22 total to hit.
Oh, okay. Because I was going to say, if you get
14,
another
14 plus
fucking
8.
crit, that's unreasonable.
Some fucked up dice, man.
Yeah.
It's the same dice I've been using since we started Heartspring. You said double damage?
Yes.
It is 10 damage. 3 plus 3 plus 4.
They all dogpile Coltran, and this is we ain't in 5e anymore. 3 guys attacking you with swords at once. You can't defend against them all, and he gets a rough slash on his back and shoulder. Kind of goes down in a heap. Even inexperienced fighters, when you gang up 3v1, they're the winners. They're gonna be the winners each time, leaving a huge gap in their defenses against you, though, as you try to shield the blows against your comrade. You strike back against one of the foolhardy boys, going for this haymaker strike with no real deftness to it. Anarion?
Can I? Is there? I mean, I know like called shots are kind of like hard to do in these usually, but is there a way I can like purposefully break weapons and stuff?
There used to be.
You can
Pathfinder,
disarm.
I'm sure it exists. Man.
Yeah, but like I think you have to take a feat to disarm specifically, so it's kind of. I don't know.
Well,
This is.
I know how difficult it is to take somebody's feet, so yeah.
You liked it, don't lie.
Yep.
Fuck out of here.
You can break shields, but not weapons.
What? Of the two, wouldn't you think that the sword's a bit easier to break?
Well, no, because shields aren't tempered the same way.
Shields are fucking shields.
Let's say shields can be tempered that way.
Not when they have a hardness and can be broken after so much damage.
Well, so does a sword. Anyway,
Depends on the shield.
Yeah.
Yep.
I mean, can I cleave and it be non-lethal? I don't really know, man. I'm
You take
trying to
the-
like.
Just
you
swat
take
him with
One
the
person
broadside of
into
your
the
sword.
next.
If you're trying to Roroni Kenshin them or whatever, you take negatives to using non-lethal with a lethal weapon. Just to keep that in mind. But you can, you turn it flat and it's unwieldy, but you can.
Mm. Apparently, I took a feat that I can't really fucking use. Awesome.
What?
Did it not fit your shoes?
Yeah, it's all right. Christ. I don't know what to do. I'm trying not to kill these kids, but I'm about to fucking kill them.
Oh well, that's
So
fine.
you can declare non-lethal. Just bang them over the head.
Yeah, I mean, technically, you can slap them with the broadside of your sword.
Mm-hmm. It's a little hard to do.
Can I still try and intimidate them to run away?
Sure, yeah. I mean, you're in the thick of it now. It's gonna be hard, but you can always try.
Is this an action?
Yes.
Like a single action?
Yes.
Okay.
You don't want to do like the 50s versions of a bitch slap?
You can always punch them.
Yeah. Yeah, but if I miss, the intimidation's not going to go as well. I just know it. Fuck, let's get some gay dice. All right.
We're here for a good
Rolling
time.
intimidation. That's a 19.
I mean, good. It's good.
Not
don't
good
get me
enough.
wrong, but yeah, I mean, you're in the middle of a fight. Adrenaline's high. People are screaming. This is all over the course of seconds. You yelling is just another voice.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of kids who are hitting puberty, so their pitch is different every time.
Yeah, basically.
Sounds like a different person.
A little bit higher, maybe something, but good, but not quite there. What do you
I'm
do?
trying to find where Cleve is. I know I had this.
Go to feats.
Should be under feats.
Not fucking here anymore. All right. Well,
Look on your
there's
character
that.
tab to the left and see if it's there.
Do you have power attack? It's a prerequisite.
Nope. I don't know what I did, but fucking forget about it. I'm gonna non-lethal, like, hit the main biggest dude,
Sure, yeah.
I guess, with the greatsword.
-2 for non-lethal.
All right. Well, that is 27 before the -2.
That'll still do. Yep.
And 1d12.
Don't forget you can move your character.
Oh, I'm fucking right up, standing over Josh. I hit the biggest, baddest one for
His
10.
Name, is it? Is his name Leroy Brown?
Yeah.
He's dazed, so it's really easy. You go to bring your sword down, and maybe you get this lightning shock speed of all the PTSD from all the people you've killed over the years, and you kind of flatten your blade and just bring it hard down on his head, and he conks out. You see his neck go down, or his chin go down into his neck. He hits the ground, and you hear some honk shoe sort of unnerving way as he's really knocked out.
And how many do I get per turn? 3?
Yes, you have one. Well, you had to move too, so I think you're done.
When you
Yeah,
said that, Garrett,
yeah,
I was like, "Oh God, now there's
that makes
clowns in the
sense.
woods."
You hear clown noises coming closer.
I wanted to like hold him hostage and tell him I was gonna tell his friends I was gonna cut his hand off if they don't leave him alone. Leave us alone.
You moved, you intimidated, and you knocked
Yeah,
his
it's
ass
fine.
out.
It's fine.
And he's like, honk.
Someone else do that.
Honk. Me, wee, wee, wee. Anton, I believe you were next.
That's right.
Do the right
So
thing.
seeing as how
Yeah,
these
right.
guys are
Let's slit his
like
throat.
doing whatever, I thought about it, but I need to make sure they understand that they're all going to get hurt. So I'm gonna slip right over across to here and shank this cocksucker too. That's a 20 to hit.
That hits.
This is my stabbing hand.
It's my strong hand.
5 plus. Oh damn it! I'm on the wrong page. Where are we at? Dagger plus. That's 9 damage.
Got it.
And I guess I will stab again.
He'll fucking do it again.
I absolutely will fucking stab this dipshit again. That's a 21 to hit.
That definitely hits.
And that is another 9 damage.
Pretty commanding blow. All these armor that they've scrounged and inherited from their fathers and grabbed from places they shouldn't have stolen from, you just, pick it up a little, slip a blade in between, like hot knife through butter. He makes this wet, screaming, gurgling sound. He's still up, but you see the blood rushing from under his heavy breastplate from the side where you stabbed him. And he kind of goes to swat at you with his sword, and you step back easily. He's got this leak from his side now.
That weak shit out of here.
You awake yet? Starting to feel sleepy?
Feeling kind of woozy here, guy.
think we might have fucked up, fellas.
Just a tad.
Yes. Coltrane, are you unconscious?
Oh yeah.
Okay.
They,
All right.
they did more than my total health. It,
All right. All right. All right.
Yes. So, some of the house rules we talked about. You don't really get to roll. You're just on a timer. So, dying 1. Hopefully, your boy's got your back.
I'll let
Jack?
you fucking die. No, I'm
My
kidding.
turn.
Yes.
All right. Now it's time to do some things. I am going to cast Soothe.
Flay.
Yep, Soothe Flay
Thank you.
on Coltrane for 10 health.
Nice.
And then I still have 2 more actions. Let's see. Wait, no. I have 3 actions, right? Total?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. So I'm gonna do Concordant Choir on old bitch boy again.
Wow.
Roll it up.
2 damage.
Okay.
Roll it up if you're fucking man enough.
Your sonic assault continues.
You damn right.
He screams a welcome to the jungle.
Jack was truly the first noise marine.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Coltrane, you're awakened into reality yet again. Stelios?
So keeping my shield raised, I'm going to continue. Uh, now that Coltrane is up, I'm going to continue doing my devoted guardian to bolster his AC. And the one to the left of me, I'm going to
Yes.
attack. That is a 19.
That hits.
That is 11 damage. And I'm going to make a second attack. That is another natural 20 for 23.
Alrighty.
Fucking loaded dice, motherfucker.
Jesus fucking Christ. I just rolled another nat 20.
Oh,
For the confirmation.
do it again. Do it again.
Well, we've killed a kid.
Yeah, he's dead.
Yeah, he's dead. He exploded on impact. Oh my god.
Yeah,
It
that would have
seems the
been
mother has willed this death.
that would have been 18
We-
damage.
We joke about pink mist, but I feel like this is true pink mist.
18
It
total?
seems-
Damage, yes.
Non-lethal or lethal, John?
No, that's lethal. Anyone who decides to go against the mother's teaching and try to harm another person when there is no rightful need to, sorry.
Talking about some goddamn co-soothe wielded.
We are
Um,
6 in this bitch.
18 isn't quite like pulling out the 44 and exploding his head or anything, but he does give this undignified strike against you. He yells the entire time. He brings up his sword from this high arch and swings down. You easily deflect it back, and with an upward swing, just run your blade all the way up his body. He falls down with a fatal wound potentially,
You should have listened
if
to what
he's
the
not
mother teaches.
saved by anyone. Otherwise, he will definitely be dead. One boy is honk chewing over there, but his wounds look dire. There's not a death approaches.
I mean, that sounds like a personal problem.
Another one is a little closer to death's door. He's right on the precipice, in fact. Two more boys. Strike out. Don't have to move because you guys came to them, and they're pretty good at this whole striking thing, despite their inexperience, or at least brute forcing it. Let's see, Arion. Every one of them hit.
Oh, they hit me?
26.
That's a lot of fucking damage.
Retributive strike. You gonna -4 from that, but I'm not close enough to strike him.
Say 26 was the total?
-4.
22.
22. Alright. I got 12 health.
Anton, gonna do the same for you. Anton, what is your AC? I don't have yours, unless you typed it.
It's 19, but if I see someone swinging at me, I'm going to use nimble dodge against the first swing.
Okay.
So my AC will go to 21 for that
Oh.
swing.
Okay. One miss, 2 hits.
All right.
For a total of 16 damage.
Can't help you there.
Doot. Boom.
The boys that were once a group are now only 2, striking out in fear and desperation. And Arion.
So, is talking a free action?
Yes.
I'm gonna say, your choice. Drag your friends back to town before they die, or we're going to kill you. Can they respond?
Helmet Kid says, I think you're just gonna kill us no matter what we do.
I will sheathe my sword and say, leave.
At that, he nervously will slowly and steadily walk toward his knocked out friend, try to grab him, unless party members decide not allowed. So he's leaving himself vulnerable.
It's up to everybody else.
Yes.
That's it. If nothing else is going to happen, I'll end my turn, and I'll let things unfold.
The
Is
two
he
kids.
the only one that does that?
No, they both. One goes for one, and the other goes for the other. Of course, they slowly, cautiously step away from you, leaving themselves quite vulnerable. But they slowly step away, trying to get to their friends.
Before they get out of there, I'll say, give me all of your names.
Why would you do this to me, James?
Oh yeah, oh yeah.
Oh man.
You can just say for now, like they gave you their names, and
No, that's their names. Why would you do this
Yeah.
to me and James?
I want you to write it down.
we
Only
got
one.
their names.
Only one of them had a name, and it was James.
Yeah, you got their names. It doesn't matter. If it comes up
Cool.
again, I'll give them names.
Cool.
Party, no one chops these kids down in their vulnerable state. Any evil party members? Shout out. Once, going twice.
Nope. I'm
They
definitely paying attention to the faces that I can see.
As they start dragging their friends off, Coltrane's kind of just been laying there, just like,
It's fucking dead.
shit, what the fuck happened to me? And he's just gonna sit up, just like the Undertaker, just.
You got knocked the fuck out.
these kids had a lot of heart, a lot of spirit, dangerous in a group, but once some real battle set in, they crumbled pretty quickly. You were left alone in this sort of idyllic clearing now. Getting this close, the air has grown heavy with this mingled scent of aromatic herbs and plants with the flourish of this wild, untamed garden that surrounds the entire dwelling. Tangles of lavender, rosemary, foxglove, nightshade, garlic growing wild, um, growth everywhere. Um, what do you all do?
We rest.
Outside the witch's hut,
Do we still nothing coming from the witch's hut at all?
the door opens. Once the battle's quiet down.
Yeah. I do my best to slip in between my other party members and disappear.
We
Shy kid.
short rest at least.
The witch is walking out.
Oh,
Yeah,
fuck.
she's walking
She
out
opened the door.
towards us.
Yeah.
I thought it was just like one of those snarky, the door automatically opens witch things.
Beckoning.
Go let in raccoons.
Yeah,
You've defeated all the enemies. Now the door opens.
yeah.
The witch in question does indeed have a sort of witch-like look to her. A middle-aged woman, late 40s, though still retaining a striking amount of beauty. She wears
Mom?
her dark. She wears her dark hair, messily wrapped with a vine tied in a sort of makeshift ponytail. Greets you with suspicion. He wears a flowing robe, and a large rat peeks out from her tunic, brown and intelligent. She says, "Are you my saviors or my killers?"
Next time on D&D.
I would like to hang on. Let me check one of my stats before I make a decision on that.
Guys, we are super beat up. I'm not looking to pick a fight, even if she's eating.
No,
Even if this bitch is eating kids, I don't want to fight her.
Just relax, okay? I'm not trying to fight anybody. I would like to try to allay any fears that she might have by saying, we're here to learn about you. We don't actually know what the situation is, and we're not from around here. Is there any way that you could tell us more about what's been going on?
I'm not one to offer up information about myself. If it's all the same, I'd like to be left in peace.
Well, as much as we would like to do that, I feel that if we leave you, that what's the guy's name who sent us?
Victor.
Victor, yes.
Victor.
The council.
The
they
council will
individuals, yeah.
they will send more people, but those people will not be as willing to listen to your story as we are. We don't want to judge. We just are simply here to understand.
Give me a diplomacy.
Roll me a potato. Show me a potato salad.
23.
She narrows her eyes, her high cheekbones, thin frame, gives a sort of dark beauty to her, though she looks a little intimidating, perhaps, like just barely restrained fury is in there somewhere. She narrows her eyes, says, "You can come in."
Okay, I'll walk in and I will say, a gift for you, and I'll reach into my bag and I'll pull out one of the carvings that I've done.
This gonna turn you into a rat.
Of a black of a raven carved out of wood. And if you tap on the tail, the wings flap.
Wow, that's cool. I want that. She was kind of turned by this. She says, "Wow, this is wonderful craftsmanship, and it's so lively. I feel like it could fly off in an instant."
The bird
she
explodes, Garrett. It explodes.
It's a bomb.
It's one of those little things from The Rock. It's got one of those little green spheres.
Yeah, it's like red and going beep beep beep. beep.
I love it. Wow, it's so
It's just,
colorful.
I'm gonna put it on my collar.
Yeah.
it's really just some dead bird parts duct taped to a bomb.
Oh my god.
Like a huge bomb with like 5 feathers on it.
It's great.
Thermonuclear. She says, amazing craftsmanship. It looks so real. It feels like it could almost fly off in a second. And she holds it in her palm, and as she does, the bird carving flies in a wide circle and then lands back in her palm. And she gives you a wry look.
So, I'll just say, so what can you tell us about yourself? We want to know who you are, just so that we can allay the fears of those that live around you. We don't want them to come and, try to bother you or harm you. We would really rather make sure that, we can tell them that everything is safe and that there's nothing to worry about.
Yeah, we'd also like to not kill half the town's kids trying to defend you.
Yeah, pretty much.
Just for the record, I rolled low enough to not see her do that.
Okay. She says, is that what you're here for, young man? To quell fears, she says to you, Celios.
No. Yes, but no. My order is here to quell fears, but I've made an agreement with my companions here to hear you out. Not to exact judgment, unless deemed necessary. However, we have been tasked to search out for a certain witch in the Tharnwood location, as we are from Misthaven. So, against all my teachings, I will allow for a trial of proven guiltlessness upon your end to be had to prove in your innocence before I take up what my order decrees of me.
It is the way of men, when there is no war, to grow bored and start harassing others. Though I'm glad to hear you are not so much a zealot that my house is aflame, as was so close to happening.
Don't worry, your house does repulse me. I can sense the magical essences within it.
Is it the way of the witch to take from the land by alchemy and make it useful? So be it. Healing balms, poultices, wound disinfectant, are these witchcraft? What I do with my time is none of your business. And I don't hurt the populace here, unless they hurt me first.
And that's what we're here to decide. Whether you're using your abilities to better those of humankind or using it for your own selfish gains. And we will not take the whole selfish gains thing lightly.
I would like to turn toward Celios, and I can't use things like intimidating glare on player characters, right? That's not.
No.
Not really.
Talk it out.
I didn't think so. I'm gonna look at him and just say, perhaps you should allow me to talk.
Again, as I said, I'm not here to exact judgment. I'm here to determine whether her deeds are nefarious or not, and I made an agreement with everyone here that I would allow for this to be taken upon first. So far, she has not seemed to be threatening to us in any sense.
Yes, but don't tell the bitch that. You trying to be a frog, motherfucker?
Well, if she turns me
I
into a
tried
frog,
that
then
before and
you
got
need to know.
killed.
Meanwhile, I'm sitting on the floor over in the corner, just kind of wrapping
Trying
up
not-
wounds.
Trying not to bleed out.
Goddamn kids.
Yeah, I don't
No
know.
matter
if
how tough you
ac-
are, 3v1, they're gonna get you.
Yeah, I don't know if you were
Thanks.
watching the exchange that we had with some
Children.
children with more blade than brains. But we didn't have a great time. You said you have healing poultices and stuff. Do you generally sort of offer these up to anyone that's not hostile to you?
Oh? You would seek the services of a witch?
I mean, I don't care what you
One way to
call
put
yourself.
your
If you're a kind-hearted person that tries to heal the wounded, then I don't see any reason to wound you, I guess is the best way to put it.
Yeah, I'll interrupt and be like, we would seek the services of a kind lady living in the forest.
Well,
And I would.
this ex-
I'll just add on to that and say, we are not ones to judge. If we just wish to know what we can know about you.
well, this exchange was easier than I was expecting. If your price is so low, and she does a flourish, pulling out from her long coat a red potion, very large, full flasks worth, then I will happily demonstrate my worth, say goodbye to you.
Fair enough.
Did she use sleight of hand there? Could I tell?
Uh,
Or was it just her
She's just taking it
pulling
out of her
up
trench
cards
coat.
and pulling it out?
yeah, mostly just normal, just
Okay, yeah.
well versed.
I didn't know exactly how you were describing that. Okay.
How long did it take us to get here, Garrett?
Like 3 to 4 hours.
Long enough
3
to
4 hours.
fucking die.
Can I?
So not or to like what I'm saying is to the town.
Yes.
Okay,
Can
so
I?
3 to 4 hours to get to the town. Okay.
Can I cast a spell?
What do you cast?
Fuck no.
Detect alignment.
Oh wow, that's cool.
He.
Garrett's
I
like,
mean-
this is gonna be a fight, damn it.
She might not enjoy that.
Oh, she might not like that. How would she know if I was casting it?
She's a spellcaster and she can
You have to use either
see verbal and
or
somatic.
somatic.
Yeah,
Oh.
you start doing Naruto stuff.
Oh,
Yeah.
well,
Yeah.
never mind then. I thought I
This
could
might
actually.
be considered an attack.
She might give you that 1,000 years of death.
Okay, never mind. I won't do that.
Are we done here then? She
I'm-
taps the health potion. Like,
Did we get a name?
No, we didn't.
no, you didn't ask.
Oh, we'll kind of act like we're getting ready to leave. I'll just be like, by the way, miss, what is your name?
My name is. She pauses for a second.
Damn it, Garrett.
My name is Lavender.
Rex Shackelford.
Human.
So yeah, point of interest is you probably have guessed the townspeople aren't great at listening. So, how would you feel about moving? And did you make this potion yourself? It looks homemade.
This
I did.
is beautiful, beautiful potion. Just beautiful.
What do you mean moving?
Well, see, we work for a guy who might be willing to sort of extend his protection, but you would have to leave this area because I don't think that we're going to be able to convince the yokels up the road to leave you alone, and the least amount of bloodshed as possible is the best case scenario.
Yeah, you seem nice enough, and we want you to be safe.
And if you would be willing to be employed to make potions like these, we might be able to arrange something that is beneficial for everyone.
Yeah, the townsfolk see you're useful. They stop trying to kill you. We stop trying to defend you from the townsfolk. It's easier on everybody.
Yeah, and if you move over to where we're at, then you won't be bothered anymore. You just make poultices, and we'll probably
Would
be
I
able
have-
to arrange something to give you some sort of payment, maybe a little bit of freedom to, I don't know what you do on a day-to-day basis, and honestly, I don't care.
She probably likes it that way.
As long as you're not doing anything that is harmful to the fair of mankind, right, Celios? As long as you're trying to help people, then everything should be great. But you probably won't be able to stay here. You've already got a reputation, and let's face it, these people are backwater hillbillies. They're not going to listen to anything.
Basically.
Like, we would have to literally slit the throats of every person in this village before you would have peace.
Whoa. It's probably a few steps before that, maybe.
So, yes, as Anton has so elegantly put it, uh, we recently found out that the Council of Thornwood, or one of the many ones, however many they decided they need for some reason, uh, they are trying to hunt you, just the same as we are trying to hunt you. However, our task has been a little different. We actually came to see if your deeds match up with the general consensus of what a witch is, or if there's any others like you in this area. We weren't necessarily told to harm you, though my organization would rather that.
I mean, it still remains to be seen whether or not she's truly a witch or has just been labeled one, right?
And this is
I mean, she
true.
seems to
Again,
be
my
trying to
order.
help people, honestly.
That
I
is
mean, she
true.
gave us a potion out of the goodness of her heart.
I mean, my order does want witches to be eradicated. However, my teachings also state that human intent kind of conflicts with this. That's why I made the agreement with everyone here to allow for justification to be given first if there are no ill intent towards any of us. That's why we're offering you the aspect of coming back to Misthaven with us.
Stealing me away from under Thornwood, using me for their own benefit, taking a task and turning it on its head. I like it.
Did Josh drink that potion yet?
No.
Yeah, he's dead.
No.
I
Fucking
haven't
dead.
been offered the potion. I'm just kind of over there, just like.
Oh, right. Who has the potion? Did I take it? Who took
It's on the
it?
table. Yeah, it's just sitting there.
Alright, so
Oh.
I'm going to use my oddity identification feat, which gives me a +2 bonus to occultisms when I'm trying to determine if there's a sense of spells that twist minds or reveal secrets.
Sure. Okay. Get a circumstantial bonus.
Yeah.
You want to roll it up?
It's 25. Sorry.
25.
27.
Nope. No. Oh, well. Oh, that
Natural
changes
20.
everything.
Well.
Yeah. Natural 20 plus 5 plus 2.
It is a potion of healing. No more, no less.
He keeps going. Actually, it's a 30. Yeah.
No, I'm like I have it right
55.
here. Apparently, if I roll in this one specific corner, it bounces just right because it's the same corner from the previous two. Just how I'm sitting in my chair rolling.
Jack,
Yes.
you notice something odd.
What do I notice? There's a
A child's
used gun
finger.
against the wall.
As long as it's not like a piece of a kid, I think we're good.
You know,
Yeah.
Inner cabin,
she
deeper
has a
in.
huge clit.
Looks like a thumb.
Looking into her cabin, small, quaint, cozy. You look into this sort of living area, if you can call it that, and it's just this jumble, this mash of totems, filigrees, bones, empty glasses. There's a wooden dais in the center. There's etchings on the ground. There's furniture. There's plants growing everywhere. It's just madness, right? You, with a knack for noticing things, look at an angle and you see it's all making a sort of circle, all pointing to one place in the cabin. And on that place in the cabin, you notice it, almost invisible. They're sort of wood, dull-colored, inconspicuous. There's 12 cards lying out in a line on the dais.
You better be
Uh,
making notes of these because I'm not.
I mean, 12 cards, that could be the tarot, right?
She doesn't use tarot, but she was called a diviner.
Is it a full moon? Like,
Uh,
is there a full moon? Do I have to worry about the witching hour?
it's always the witching hour for her.
Or sorry, the dark hour, the hidden hour.
I'm gonna lift my hand and say, "Excuse me, do you mind if I ask you a question?
Of course. What?
I see you have cards over there on the table. Could you perhaps tell me what they're about, what they're for?"
He raises an eyebrow. Like, more questions. If I were to go with you, I had assumed that I would be free to practice all of my interests.
I'd say, "Oh, of course, I was just curious." As a fellow practitioner of many different things, I just like to learn anywhere I can.
Divination, as you all know, is highly mistrusted. Second level down only to necromancy. It is not a kill on sight like necromancy often is, but it is thought to be its sister.
Interesting.
Patches, she hands you a card, and on it, it's you. And it's you holding this group of starving children, and you're trying to hold them all together as they languish in death, and they're all skeletal, complete famine, their bloated bellies and skeletal bodies from the death throes of starvation. And it's you holding them, and your face is a mask of agony. She hands it to you. Says, "Are you certain?"
Uh,
That'll be next time on D&D.
okay.